Hey, if standing up for my ministry, my legacy, my character, about who I am, my integrity, things that, just to stand up for myself, against falsehood, injustices, corruptions, discriminations, targeted. Just things, cruel, inhumane treatment of an innocent person for a prolonged period of time, just in the interest of other people's, I guess how they can profit from it. That's not my problem. But, if me, it just existed, contrary to the, for example, character attacks, and slander. Me behaving in a way contrary to those things, even before they were ever launched in the first place, and if me standing firm in my faith, as a in Christianity, which I did before, I ever, there ever was a situation, before any slander or whatever was launched, yeah, and even after, some structures had awareness of it. That makes me, a terrorist, or somebody that's, in trouble or something. I'm fine with it, 100%. Because, it's a preponderance against, influential figures, celebrities, which I strongly proclaimed, to the world. And the structures who own this soil. Me as a regular person, I displayed to the structures that I wish to have no association with these individuals. But the structures have taken no valid efforts in protecting my rights at all. You feel me? Blatantly and shamelessly. And they're doing this. So, one or two things it is. It's no way possible that this right here can be happening now. And the way, and structures, claim Christianity. That's impossible. Regardless of who they blame, these people don't own the country. They own the country, so it's their responsibility. But what it is, they being powerless on purpose. They're allowing, it's like feeding sheep to wolves. They constantly allowing these, it's cults, gangs, and all these people to just terrorize my life nonstop. They're not doing anything about it. It's things they can do about it, but they still have it. It's been like 8 years straight. And that's the situation. So, with that being said, if me, standing firm in my faith, the truth that I know, breed no results to me, me just really just being me, aside from, whatever was used to like encapsulate my legacy, that which being inaccurate. And I'm being double teamed, man, but I'm really being double teamed. These people, they hate God. The structures, you see why, society can never be under God or of God, these same people, my whole entire life, everybody know the story by now, been destroying my life, sabotaging it, terrorizing me, doing things where I cannot be successful in life, me, just living a godly life, and this happening to me. So reality contrary, that make me a, bad person. That's fine with me, Because, we don't live to please the world, but just to please God, Ain't no problem, man. I just, because as a regular person, it's literally nothing else you could do. If you got, federal authorities, and, alphabet people and all those helping artists, still, you happen to artists with a identity theft scandal, stealing people, ideas, identity, premeditated it, years ago, even while the person was a child. When the person was a kid, and then they premeditated, these things against the Lord. So, at the very least, the least thing that they can do, they can't do pretty much is claim Christianity, You know what I'm saying? Like generally for the whole country. You know, that's not, you know, that's nah, that's like ridiculous. You know, and you know when I get attacked like this, you know what I'm saying, and I get trapped, and you know people trying to like, you know, pull me down, you know, drag me down, throw me in bad, you know, try to get me in bad position, starve me, all that. You know, so I don't need help, you know what I'm saying, from the opposite people though, you know, to come help me, because they got the same agenda, you feel me? It's all like I'm being double teamed, you feel me? And so anybody can understand, you know, why, why society on the trajectory that it's on, you know what I'm saying? And every day, that reality is constantly being reaffirmed. And that's the reality of it, you know what I mean? I disclose and display to the world, man, with every ounce fiber of my being. You know how, you know, these influential figures or whatever, they try to take my life for no reason, take my identity, you know what I'm saying, while trying to take my life, then take my ideas, while trying to take my identity, you know what I mean, all year, on the low. I mean, I fear no evil though, man, or no satanic cults, you know what I'm saying, I just, you know what I mean, the structures are involved right now, you know, in a conspiracy to commit murder, you know what I'm saying, against an innocent person, to give their art, ideas, identity, personality, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature to their favorite artists and stuff, you know what I mean, which is one of the most pathetic forms. And so you see the situation, you know, they since '94, the structures have been literally chasing me, you know what I'm saying, they've been chasing my life. You know, since '94, they have no regard for the fact that they took a person's whole life from them. You know, like from a baby all the way to, you know, their death. They have like no recognition of that. You know, they like, I mean, irrational, demonic beast. You feel me? And so, I mean, it should come as no surprise to them, you know, the trajectory that society is currently heading on, you know, for this reason. And so that's the thing, man. I don't care who responsible, you know what I'm saying? Respect due to anybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to defend mine like they'll defend theirs. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand up for mine like they'll stand up for theirs. Because I didn't ask, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, this thing, you know, these things to be allowed to happen in my life. I look at the next person's life and they ain't got to go through this, feel me? Just because I got talent, you know, natural literary talent, don't mean I should be subjected to things this next man ain't got to go through right there, feel me? That's the way I think, you know what I mean? And that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That person right there don't have to go through this, and there ain't no reason as to why, you know what I mean? And when you think about it, you know what I mean? This whole attack on my life was strategic on purpose, you know what I'm saying? Even with you know, the untimely, you know, and also covered up the structures of my, you know, guardians and things. You realize what really happened, don't you? You know what I'm saying? It's like I told people about it, you know, earlier last year, you know, that, yeah, of course, I'm like a superstar, but I don't have none of the things that superstars have. You know, so I don't have privacy, security, you feel me, or money. You know, so I just got the fame. You know what I'm saying? And that's, and the reason for that, you know, and the reason I say that was because, you know, it complement the fact that, like I said, this was not, you know, a coincidence. This was not an isolated situation. You feel me? The attack that happened to, you know, my guardians and, you know, things that was in the earth, this was, you know, as far as like my Omega, you know, that was my privacy, my security, and my man, you know, and my travel, my wings, you feel me? My, you know what I'm saying? My wheels, everything, you know, so with them doing that, you know, that opened the door for me to be did any kind of way society wanted. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, with the amount of torture and everything that's you know, that's been did to me, you know, the only ounce of humanity I got in me is that which I know to be biblically true, and, you know, the sound doctrine. You know, it's all connected, you know. But the entire quality of my life, you know, went permanently degraded, you know, and And it just compound every day. The structure don't even show no remorse. They barely halfway recognize any of it. You know what I'm saying? They recognize it is only so they can get me in the worst position and try to, complete this thing that started over 20 years ago against a baby. You feel me? It's like they just not, they out their body. Feel me? They don't, I don't know, they possessed. Literally, they are demonically possessed, in order to keep trying to facilitate this same agenda, either passively or actively, And so some antagonize you for, wanting what's right to be did, or wanting to be seen in an accurate perspective, what else can you do? It's like, that's how you know it's a premeditated situation, because they try to hold me, like punish me, because of lies and stuff people told on me, which is strange. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the whole thing premeditated by everybody involved. And then all of their extensions. You feel me? That's how you know. They trying to antagonize you for something somebody did to you. Somebody lied to you, somebody slandered you, all of this stuff. And then they've been doing it, for over 20 years, and then still doing it to this day. Their extensions is all one large situation. It's a whole thing. It's one situation, though. It's just different people, different faces, though, And that's out of my control. As a regular person, just like a regular person, the highest you can go, the structures, they don't have no interest in, humanity or anything like that. Ain't nothing you could do, right? But, and so they keep, sabotaging my life and putting these people in my way like that. And, and all this, they using them as excuses, man. Satanic cults and all this, they the ones that, created these circumstances in the first place. I'm a regular person, you know what I'm saying? I got like a rope thrown around me, you feel me? Like one of those ropes, you know what I'm saying, with the circle ropes. They threw that on me and then just yanked me into their dungeon, you know what I'm saying, from my church. That's pretty much what happened conceptually. As a church boy, they threw that into the frame, feel me, to the scene, and just yanked me into what they wanted me to be in. You feel me? So instead of being great, I got to talk about this stuff, which was also a part of their plan in the first place, which is why they've been slandering me and attacking my character for over 20 years. They the devil, the beast, the dragon, and extensions from them, And they put you in a position where you got no choice but to talk like this, talk about this. What? As a regular person, what else can you do? You know what I mean? Clearly the structures do not esteem, holy things, sacred things. You feel me? They treat dignitaries and angelic majesties like it's just regular, they treat it like it's animals. You feel me? Like it ain't nothing important to see. And they wonder why, you say they can't be under God or of God. You know what I'm saying? They have no respect for God or godly things. Obviously, you're looking right at it, So that John wild, boy, real. But I got extreme talent with this literature here. But yeah, man, they keep trying to diminish my success. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand for it to still be happening to the same amount of intensity now, though. I understood. I don't understand it in entirety, but it's weird, though, that the situation never, snowballed into this point. Then they they blaming these other people, it could be celebrity women or whatever for these evils and things happening to my life. And then it's like, well, when we look at the logic or the rationality of the situation, it's like, why? Why would they be doing this? They don't know me. You feel me? They really don't. They like total strangers, to be honest. So then that's when you look at that reality, then they start putting, people, who pushing them, I guess, into the frames of a picture. Like, I mean, but then why is this, so why is they, why is they doing this to a thing of God also then? You know what I'm saying? Then why is they pushing her to do this to something that's a God, a godly ministry? And why is the structures who claim to be under God allowing that for over 20 years still with knowledge of it? You know what I'm saying? Even now to this day still. So, I mean, you got a couple more questions though, my man. We gonna go through all of it though. I mean, at the end of the day, I was a regular person. I was serving the God, but I got extraordinary talent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the culture of reality that I was being like sabotaged with, I wasn't a part of. Like I made a quote last year saying, I was like, well, I mean, like I say, they want me in this dungeon, of course, metaphorically. What if I just wanted to write self-help books, that talk about gardening stuff with my life? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like they force me to be what they want me to be so they can destroy me for being what they want me to be. And the White House, the structures and stuff, just letting them do it, like, non-stop. And they're willing to, like, orchestrate entire travesties, you feel me, in society just to be able to allow them to facilitate that. You feel me? And it's weird like that. I've seen it, though. I mean, I've been through it. They'll organize events in order to give these people, leeway. You feel me? To give these influential figures, passage, to be able to facilitate this. So they're using these celebs, some of them, structures are using celebs to accomplish the persecution and crucifixion of a baby. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it seems like a lot of people with it that shouldn't even be with it, but it is. So it's crazy, But yeah, man, I mean, I'm obligated, to try to preserve my ministry for God, for the lost souls that want to know God. You feel me? It's people that want to know God and they got, and then they grown and then they've learned, been educated, been enlightened, by the gospel truth, and then by the fruits of that, which is, display, and evident, in my testimony as well as my literary works, other literary works, like also these recordings that, just my skill set, my literature, my contribution, my legacy. You feel me? It's people that found God because of my legacy. For them people, I'm obligated to keep fighting for. You feel me? People that don't even care about those kind of things, because of our protection of religious protections. Even if people they don't believe in God, don't care about God and things, then the structures should allow them to sabotage somebody's life and prevent somebody who does care about God from embracing your religion. You feel me? That's freedom of religion. The structure just going a roundabout way of, through negligence, a roundabout way of, preventing somebody from embracing their religion. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say America not under God, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's what they're allowing to happen, in a roundabout way, all year, every year on purpose, through negligence, by doing nothing, to prevent these things, me from being able to maintain a godly ministry, for those who care about God. It ain't about those that don't think it's relevant, But even if it ain't relevant to some people, that shouldn't, mean that, they can't follow God just because other people, don't think God is important. And that's the thing. Like, it ain't in a free country, that's not freedom, or liberty. They displaying no freedom or liberty, And that's the situation, Not to mention the torture, everybody know about the torture junk happening, and that's the only reason why certain entities still in my life, to be honest. They use celebrities too. They torture me just for breathing, with this, everybody know they got these junk wired on me and all that. It's way too late now to recognize it. You feel me? It should have been recognized years ago. When when everything else was being recognized, when everything else was being brought to the front or witnessed, With me just like a child, a regular person, They create all this for my life and I ain't cool with it. I don't care what it takes. I I fear no evil, man. Thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. But I ain't got no choice but to have this kind of energy regarding the situation. For the amount of duration it's gone, over 20 years, a long time. Actually, I'm doing pretty well, to be honest, for considering all the things I've gone through in recent years. You know what I mean? Things that I was aware of. I wasn't aware of everything, but yeah, man, I hate without a cause. Truly.